This is the Esports exclusive, presented by DX Racer.
What's up everybody, Matt and Mathos here to bring you the latest news from the past week in esports. 100 Thieves already bought into the NALCS with a brand new League of Legends team, and now they're into the FPS games with Nadeshot knows and loves, and he's into CSGO with a very controversial roster.
To say the least, he decided to buy all of Immortals. If anybody forgets what they were up to, death threats, throwing games due to late night partying, variety of other shenanigans that apparently Nadeshot believes deserves a second chance. So Henny, Lucas, KNG, and FNX are joining the boy Bit, teaming up, and of course, they get to go automatically to the Boston Majors because they got themselves a legend spot. Nadeshot seems to really believe these guys deserve a second chance, almost to the point of like rehabilitation. Flew him to Poland to get better practice. He basically built himself a team where the foundation's on quicksand, and I guarantee that something's gonna happen and all the money's getting thrown out the window for sure.
It's definitely possible. High risk, but the reward is potentially there. Anytime you get a guarantee into that major, it's definitely a big deal. SK Gaming. This team is disgusting right now. Their 2017 has been unreal, and of course they kept it going. Retained that #1 spot at the EPL Finals with a big win.
Yeah, they've been to 14 grand finals, I think, and they've won 11 of them. These guys are easily the most consistent team of 2017. They went absolutely bonkers. The last map, Train, was a gong show. If you ever wanted to see one of the clutchest moments on planet Earth, trust me, watch it. It's totally worth it. I'm not going to spoil anything because the value is there. These guys dominated. Coldzera's a monster. Fur's a monster. These guys are proving that they're the best. And they only just got Bolts back. So rolling into 2018 is going to be a real sweet start for SK.
Yeah, I would never bet against SK, especially the way some of these other inconsistent teams are performing right now. Nip amongst that group. You never know what they're going to do. Let's jump to Hearthstone, where they made a bunch of new esport changes going into 2018, including a new point system, some team rewards as well. Talk to me about those.
All right, so it turns out they're going to reformat their entire tournament system. First off, it's now a ranking point system, and the more ranking points you get into a master tier, where you actually get paid for appearances. 3 max, and if you're big dog in town, you get paid close to $23,000 a year just to show up to tournaments. To augment all this, they're adding a lot more dates to their current system. They'll actually have a bar set up so that you know what point you need to reach to get to where you need to be. No more being great in regionals and maybe getting invited to the seasonals. Now you know, you hit the points, you're automatically invited, and off you go. It's actually looking to be a far more sustainable system than Hearthstone's ever had set up to date. And I'm rather shocked, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely surprised to see all these esports changes considering they just released a new expansion. But good to see them actually pushing people to go after those high ladder ranks and attend some of these events in far and away places.
Absolutely.
Now, Overwatch League preseason is done. We didn't see some of the domination we expected from some teams, like the London Spitfire, and there was a lot of kind of surprising results in that opening week of Overwatch League.
Yeah, and it turns out that nobody came out clean except the Seoul Dynasty. Shanghai Dragons got their backs blown out. They're attributing that to not having enough time to practice, maybe being a bit jet lagged. The Gladiators beat the Spitfire. Then the Gladiators get drop kicked by the arguably weaker team in the Valiant. Like, this was a gong show. Production was decent. It looked sort of like a glorified movie theater in ways, but few hiccups aside, it actually looks pretty slick. Commentary, give or take. You're going to harp on Junkertown if it doesn't matter. Why are you running it every set? You got 20 maps, pick a new one. However, the brackets look a lot closer than we originally expected. Maybe that has something to do with lack of practice or flying people in or what have you. But the team's got a month to work it out, and in January 10th, things are going to get bipping and bopping with the official start of the Season 1 split. The Overwatch League. Yeah,
January 10th is the day we have to wait until before Overwatch League comes back. Let these teams take a bit of a holiday and then be ready to go for the long, tedious season, which is to be. League of Legends All-Stars event, they made it a whole serious affair, which a lot of people didn't like, including the players. I know Bjergsen said that it was not great the way they did it without a prize pool. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, It's kind of weird, right? All-Star games, generally speaking, are supposed to be gong shows of epic proportions. 5 guys mid, all blowing each other up. I mean, the NBA does like dunk competitions and like shooting offs and all these things like that. So for guys to roll out of bed thinking that they're gonna have themselves a fun time with friends and ending up finding out that they're gonna have to play, oh, I don't know, a 6-hour grand finals, no one got the memo except apparently the organizers. Really ridiculous, kind of silly. So if NA gets their backs blown out in an all-star tournament they didn't know was supposed to be serious, does that really matter? I'd like to say no, and hopefully Riot either informs their players that all-star is serious, throws them a little Skrilla or some bonus in the year to come, or they go back to the format. Let it be fun. Let people enjoy their vacation by playing some fun League for once, because Lord knows these guys play a little too serious too often.
Yeah, where's that ultra rapid fire mode? Where's the tandem mode that people love? Instead, it was just best of 5s in the grand finals between the LMS and the LPL. Where was Korea? I guess they weren't ready for it either. So, not overly great event there. And one event that definitely went worse was the CWL event from the past weekend, which had not 1, but 2 bomb threats on 2 different days.
Yeah, not only did you get 2 bomb threats, but the first bomb threat killed half a day of pools. So tournament ended up finishing somewhere in the 12:30 to 1 o'clock range on Sunday. First one actually had to evacuate the entire building in the process of which. The second one managed to keep people back a little bit, killed the tournament by 30 to 40 minutes. The real bomb turns out to be Optic's run to the grand finals. They get trounced by TK in a 3-0 sweep. And that momentum carried TK all the way to grand finals, where they ended up beating Splice, who also beat Optic, thanks to some arrogant drafting decisions that figured they could just do the exact same thing in winter semis that they did to Splice in losers finals. Didn't work out that way. TK takes it, Splice second place in a really close grand final set. Sweet tournament aside from the occasional blow-ups.
That's it, but no evacuation here. We're gonna be sitting in these chairs pretty much all day, these nice DX Racer bad boys. So if you want one of them, go to dxracer.com, use the code SHOTCOLLEGE for 50% off your purchase. For Mathos, I'm Matt, and we'll see you next week.
This is the Esports exclusive, presented by DX Racer.